All right, everybody, welcome to today's edition of SWACTalk. This is, of course, the show where we cover the SWAC inside and out. And I've been having more people come through in the last couple of weeks than I've had on my show ever. So this is our newest member of the Jaguar Nation, Mr. Braxton Blackwell. He's a long snapper, and if you know how valuable those guys are to special teams and the team as a whole, then you're going to enjoy hearing from him. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Charles. How are you, man? I'm excited. Thank you for letting me get on the show today.
Oh, ain't no problem, man. Like I said, I just love to, give guys the opportunity to reach out to their new team and let them know, what's going on. So we're going to start at the very beginning. What got you started playing football?
It's a really long story, man. So actually I played when I was younger. Like I was it's probably around like 7 or 8 years old. I played for like 3 or 4 years, and I actually quit football because my mom was not very, happy with me playing football, and she thought that I wasn't, enjoying it, stuff like that. And then I came back actually my junior year in high school. Like the coach that I was at St. Patrick Catholic High School, which is in Biloxi, he actually hit me up and was like, "Hey, we want you to come play football." I was thinking about it. I was like, all right, that sounds good. So I decided to come back and play football, and it just went from there. And I actually didn't start out as a long snapper. I started out playing linebacker and receiver my junior year. And then my senior year, we got a new head coach that had came in and was like, we need a long snapper. And, me, I just love taking challenges and wanted to try something different. So I was like, look, I can do it. So that's when I started long snapping. I just was like, man, this is actually fun. I feel like I can go play college with this.
Yeah, and you just kind of bled into my next question. Yeah. I was going to ask you, did you choose that or were you chosen for it? And obviously, the coach kind of saw something in you, and you kind of felt like, it was something new for you, so you took it on. So as a long snapper, how was the recruitment process go? Is it similar to playing any other position, or is it more specialized?
It's a lot different. So being a long snapper, it's really hard to get recruited. Like people don't realize how hard it is to get recruited because like you think there's like probably over what, like you would say like 500, 600 colleges, maybe more in the nation. So it's like, and long snapper, you usually take 2 guys on one roster. So like, and long snappers already like you only have one guy that's usually the guy that's going to be the starter. And most people want to go in and be the starter. So I would say it's the recruiting process is kind of hard, but at the same time, God will be with you and he will figure out your home for you. So it's like once you know and you talk to the coaches and realize that that's where you want to be, that's kind of where you're going to fit in. You just got to go where you're going to fit in as a long snapper. Like if you see that you're going to be the guy and you can be that guy and you know that, then that's what I would say you would go to for as a long snapper, because long snapper is not the easiest position to get recruited in. It's very you got to be very, I guess, consistent,
So you ended up at Western Kentucky out of high school?
No, sir. I actually ended up at Mississippi Delta Community College right out of high school.
Okay. And then you went there?
Yes, sir. I played 2 years. I graduated in 2020. We had that COVID year. I don't know if you remember that or not, but we had that COVID year. So I played the COVID year, and then I actually played the 2021 fall, and I have 3 years left or something like that. And then I transferred to Western Kentucky actually this spring. So and I went there and, did my time there, and I just, it wasn't really fitting for me over there. So I decided to, enter the portal.
So entering the portal, and I've had a few guys come on my show out of the portal, and I like to ask them each, how is your experience in the portal? I know, a lot of people don't really know how it works. It's like some mysterious thing. But how was your, how long were you in the portal, and how, what was your experience going through that process?
So I had actually, when I entered the portal, I knew it was going to be just hearing from other people. I knew it was going to be I had to be patient. So I talked with my family and realized that I really wanted to take my time because I wanted to find the best place for me that I can see myself in the next 3 years. So I would say the portal for me, it was a blessing to say the least, because I actually got to take time. I talked to multiple coaches and really got to get a full-on understanding of every coach and seeing how they were, want me to come to their university. And I just realized just going through that process, getting to meet different coaches and talk to them, it really helped me out a lot, honestly. So the portal was a blessing for me, in all honesty.
Well, that's good, because I know a lot of people have, kind of different experiences. Were you courted by a lot of schools in the portal?
Yeah, I was. I was recruited by a couple. I had like University of Tennessee Martin. I had a couple D2s. and I had like 2 other D1 schools. So, I mean, I had a lot of options going in. So I was really excited about that, getting to talk to many different coaches. But, I mean, the portal was definitely a blessing, like I said.
So what led you to Southern?
So it's a great story, actually. So when I actually had entered the portal, I know the punter over at Southern right now, Robins Viewplane. I don't know if you've talked to him or anything like that, but I actually knew Robins. We played in JUCO together. And he was telling me, we were texting back and forth, and he was like, hey, man, we need a long snapper at Southern. And, I had already out of high school, when I had talked to the coaches over at Southern at the time, it was a different head coach at the time and stuff like that. So I was already really interested in it. So I told Robins that I wanted to try it out and see. And I got in contact with Coach Graves, and I started talking with him, and I really liked how he was talking. And I actually went up on a visit and just visited there, and I really just enjoyed the place. It was like a family atmosphere. I felt like I was at home, and I had that feeling, I'm an hour and a half away from, home as well. So, I mean, it was a blessing to be able to, be close to home, play in front of my family, and play with a good program. And Coach Dooley, same thing to him. All respect to him. I love that man. I really appreciate him and everything that he's done. So it's really a blessing to be at Southern. I'm excited.
Well, I'll just tell you, from my end of it, when I saw that you committed to Southern, I actually jumped up and ran around. I've never been that happy to have a long snapper on my team, man. I know that, we have a pretty good special teams unit, and, you need that guy to stabilize it. So I was legitimately happy. That's not a lie.
Yes,
you'd have thought we had won a championship, man. So I was very happy. Being a long snapper is a position that a lot of people, A, don't know about, and B, don't really appreciate until something goes wrong. What does it take mentally to play that position?
Honestly, mentally, it just takes you to be focused fully, 100%. You can't have, you can, like, in other positions, you can be mad, stuff like that. Like in long snap, you got to keep a straight mind and not get frustrated. Like, you just got to be really locked in, honestly. Like, you can't let the noise, affect you or anything like that. You just got to go in and just know that you have that one job to do and you got to get it done. That's really just how you got to go into it. You can't be nervous. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to go in open-minded and know that you practice this every day, that this is your job. So, like, you just know that you got to do it right.
So what about the physical side of the job?
You said the what?
The physical side. What,
physical side, the physical side. I mean, I would say physically, you got to be strong. You got to be physically, you got to be there. You got to have the strength. You got to have, the core. You got to have good leg strength, because it's all, like I said, it's all fundamentals. Like, long snapping, people don't realize it's really about your technique. Like, you got to critique your technique every day, just like punting and kicking. They, critique their technique as well. So it's really important to just make sure your technique's perfect, so that you can get a good spiral, you can get a good, speed on the ball and everything.
So Southern this season has the potential to have one of the better special teams units in the league. Like you said, they just brought in a punter who's very good. I think his Twitter handle is Mr. Goldenfoot. So, when you got a name like that, you have some pedigree. Mr. Luke Jackson, who is the kicker, we call him Logo Luke because he has a serious leg. Having guys like that in the unit, are you excited to be a part of that special teams unit?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely excited. I've been on the phone with Luke. I've been on the phone with Robins talking to them, just being able to play with guys that really work their butt off. It's really a blessing to be able to play with them guys, because like I said, I've known Robins and I've heard of Luke before. Them guys bust their butt every day, and I just really like that, and that's kind of what I wanted to fit in. And that helped me as well with wanting to choose Southern, because I had known that they were the guys that would make me better and we would make each other better to be the best specialists in the SWAC. So it's really a blessing to be able to play with them guys, because they're gonna be great for Southern and going to be great as a unit. So.
Well, I had Luke on my show about a week or so ago, and I told him this, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I look forward to you snapping a lot of extra points this season. Hopefully not too many field goals. We score a lot of touchdowns, and you guys don't have to get that much work, but he has a good leg from right now. He's almost 50 plus, so I know if needed, you guys will get the job done. But hopefully, more extra points than field goals. Do you have any personal goals coming into the season?
Honestly, my goal is I just want to win a championship. I'm one of them guys that's like, I want to come in, I want to win as many championships as I can. Like, that's my main goal. And I just want to be, like I said, I want to be the best specialist unit in the SWAC and in the nation. Like, I don't want to just say we're the best SWAC specialists. I want to say that we're the best specialists in the whole nation. Like FBS, FCS, it doesn't matter. I want to crush records and be the best.
Hey, that's good. I keep bringing him up, but Luke had the same. You guys have a similar mindset. He want to be. His goal is to be the best kicker, and you want to have the best unit. So that's already one domino down. Everybody's on the same page. So I like that. The SWAC itself is getting a lot of buzz this season. Of course, with Deion Sanders coming in, and his guys getting on cover of Sports Illustrated and everything. How excited are you to actually play in a league that's booming like that, exposure-wise?
Oh, I'm excited, man. I can't tell you. Talking with my family, I was talking to them about the SWAC conference. It's really a blessing to be able to be in this conference. This conference has so much history and so much great fan base, and I really like playing in front of that atmosphere. Just having the fans come and always talk to you and just love on you and stuff is just amazing. So I feel like I'm excited. This is a journey that I'm excited to take on, and that the SWAC is really building, and it's really getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's growing, at a rapid rate. Probably more than I've ever seen, in my time following this league. So I think it's a great thing, and I'm glad guys are wanting to be a part of it. Are there any things that you do before a game, or like a pregame ritual, or anything that you do to get you started?
Yeah, I would say so. So usually what I do, I really just run onto the field. I really soak up my time. I put on my headphones, stuff like that, listen to some music that just gets me kind of zoned in and stuff. And I always get like a little jog in. Like it's kind of funny. I usually like jog down the field and come back. That's usually like my ritual, just to get my mind focused and just to, think about the game and be ready to go out there and compete.
Yeah, so and I know you specialists, you guys get out there like way early before everybody else. So when you run into Mumford Stadium to warm up for the first time, I'll be sitting there. I sit in the north end zone, which is right under where the team comes out. So I'll probably be one of the only people in the stadium when you come out. I'm always early. I'm a person, I got to see everything happen, warm ups and all. So I'll be sitting right behind the goalpost in the north end zone. So you'll see me. The first person you probably see in the stadium.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's jump off the field for a minute. Let's kind of get to know who you are, if you don't mind. All right, so what kind of things do you like to do off the field?
I like working out. Of course, working out's a key thing to not only affecting my like in game situations, but it just really gets me in that mental mind state, and it really helps with a lot of things. Like sometimes I could be stressing over some, stuff that really doesn't matter. And that's the place I can go and cope the stress and stuff like that I have. But I would also say, whenever I'm home, I like to read my Bible as well. So reading the Bible is really one thing that I like to do.
All right. Yeah, that's a good thing. And, in these days and time, you need to have that guidance. What is your favorite food to eat?
Favorite food? Oh man, this is a hard one. Ooh, I got a lot of them, honestly. Me personally, I'm really a rice and chicken guy. Like I could eat that every day. Like hard to say it, but I could eat that every day. Rice and chicken is definitely the top notch for me, honestly.
So when you get to Southern, I don't know if anybody's told you about it, but I don't know if you heard of the Blue Stove yet. Have you heard of Blue Stove?
No, sir. I actually haven't.
All right, it's like a little convenience store that's right off of campus, on the north side of campus. They have some of the best chicken wings and fried chicken that you can ask for. So make sure somebody takes you to the Blue Stove, get you some chicken, then you'll be a certified Jaguar. So make sure you get that in.
Yes, sir, I will.
What about music? What's your favorite type of music to listen to?
I would say, I'm more of a I like a lot of, hip hop. So hip hop's really my thing. I like a little bit of country too, but hip hop's definitely my genre of music that I would choose, I'd have to say.
You got a favorite artist?
Yeah, I do. I got I really enjoy like Lil Baby. Lil Baby's one of my favorite rappers, I would have to say, because I don't know, I just like his flow. It's amazing.
I've been asking everybody, like I've had like 2 or 3 guys on the last week, and I've asked them this. I'm gonna ask you, have you heard that Drake album?
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually really like that album. I'm not much of a Drake fan, but that album really got me really liking Drake. Honestly, it was really good.
You're the first guy that said that he liked that album. Everybody else was like, "Oh, I don't know, I don't know." Oh, so that's one vote for the positive. I have yet to hear it. I've been hesitant. So now that I've got a positive, I'll try to check it out because everybody been kind of like, "I don't know, man. You might want to, but you might not." But
Oh yeah, no,
you're
I
the
get it.
first. I think I might check it out now, man. I like to get varying opinions, but I like that. As far as do you like to watch any sports like when you're not playing?
Oh yeah, I love watching sports. I love watching basketball, baseball. I'm really much of a sports guy. Like I just can watch anything. Like even hockey, man. Like anything's really good to me. I'm just a very, sports guy. So I can really watch whatever's on TV. So
So do you have a favorite team in
oh
any
yeah,
sport?
New Orleans Saints, man. Come on now. New Orleans, baby. I love them Saints, man. I grew up
Yeah,
Saints fan.
me, no, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
I'm from Baton Rouge, but I'm a Cowboys fan, so you can understand what life is like for me. So
oh yeah.
it's tough, but I watch a lot of hockey, so I'm watching the Stanley Cup right now. I used to live in Tampa, so I'm a Lightning fan, so I'm kind of going through it with that right now. But do you have any favorite players?
Favorite players? I'm not gonna lie, and I would say in football, one of my favorite players, he's actually on the Saints, is Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is one of my, favorite players to ever watch. He's so good, man. It's crazy what he can do on the field and really affect the whole team. It's crazy what he can do.
All right. So let's see. Any other athletes like any other sports that you have a favorite guy in any other sports?
I like Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry's good too. He's a really, that man can shoot. I'm not gonna lie. That man does some crazy stuff on the court. I cannot believe.
Yeah, I think that guy can probably make shots with his eyes closed. If he really put himself to that point. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the Jaguar Nation out there?
Oh yeah, Jaguar Nation, man. I am ready. I'm ready to get to work. I'm ready to win some games, win some championships. I'm just ready to do it. I'm so excited for this opportunity to be able to be in such a great place with a great fan base. And I appreciate all the love that y'all gave me on my commitment as well. And I appreciate y'all. And I'm just ready to get to work, honestly.
Well, we're glad to have you. And as you will see when the season starts, the Jaguar Nation is not just a name, it's a way of life. We're everywhere you go. When you go on the road, your furthest trip, we'll be there. We turn out in droves, so you'll see blue and gold everywhere you go. So you'll have Jaguar Nation behind you, man. And I'd like to personally welcome you here. And, man, like I said, we wish nothing but the best for you. And I'd like to thank you for stopping by and joining us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for bringing me on. And I hope to stay in contact with you and keep chopping it up with you.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, you got my Instagram. So, if you want to hit me up, whatever, I'm always there. So I'd like to thank you. All right, everybody. This is Mr. Braxton Blackwell, Longsnapper, Southern University, newest Jaguar. So you guys welcome him in. And I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll catch y'all on another edition of SWACTalk in the future. Y'all have a good evening.